So we're going to look at the East Coast swing now. East Coast swing is comprised of rocks and triple steps. Triple steps can be done in a variety of directions. We're going to start with just the basic side-by-side action first. So triple step is basically 3 steps to the left or to the right in this case. So we're going to start to the right. So we're going to go side, together, side, and then we can go the other direction, side, together, side, to the left or to the right, yes? Something to bear in mind on these things is to, as much as possible, to keep up with the speed, keep the weight towards the balls of the feet. It doesn't mean we have to go up the toes, doesn't mean the heels have to come up off the ground necessarily, although sometimes that is helpful if it does pick up a bit of speed, but I do want the weight to the balls of the feet. It gives me more maneuverability, yeah? As I mentioned before, right now we're going to do primarily to the side, to the left and to the right, but they can also be done in circles. I can turn to the right, I can turn to the left, I can technically take them forward, I can take them back, I can take them in a variety of directions. But either way, in some version, that second step is going to be closed for the most part. Then we've got the rock steps, and rock steps are going to be on the right foot generally for the follow, and generally on the left for the lead, but on occasion that will change. So a rock step is just going to take a step back. I'm going to go ahead and do the right, you think, and the left. We're going to take most 2 partial weights, again, depending on the speed and how much time we've got. We can go all the way back into that foot and then replace all the way forward. Or we can do partial weights and then taking our weight forward again from there. Again, how much time you have is going to dictate how much weight goes into that back foot. Something to keep in mind about rock steps in general is that we're not taking gigantic steps, right? Just as a basic rule of thumb, if I keep my knees together, drop that toe, that is approximately where the foot is going to place, give or take a few inches. The other thing about this is as I take my back rock, I don't want to go back head first. And particularly if we are connected with the arms, what's going to happen is, well, there's not quite enough length between both of our arms to take up all this. So what's going to happen is I'm really going to take most of the back step by pulling my tummy back. Yes, this is an exaggeration, but I can think about keeping my head lined up over the front foot. Again, this is a bit much if we take this to an extreme. We start to do this and that also looks silly. But between the two, I'm more looking at keeping my head towards the front foot instead of taking my head away. So those are your triples and rock steps. So the basic in this case is going to consist of a rock step back on the right foot for the follow and a rock step back on the left foot for the lead. And then we're going to do a chasse first to the right for the follow, to the left for the lead. Triple step, I mean. And then we're going to do a triple step then to the left for the follow and to the right for the lead. And then I'll let John talk about the timing.
Okay, so the timing, we're going to dance. We're going to start with that rock step on 1, 2. Then the first triple is on 3, 4. And then the second triple on 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Now this basic step can be taken either in an open facing position, 1 hand hold, 2 hand hold, but we're facing, we're a little bit farther apart, and we're taking our rock step straight back away from each other. Right? There's no angle to it, we're not crossing behind, we're just going straight back, which means we can't go too far, as Lorraine mentioned. Okay, so it's going to be a small rock step away from each other. When we're in closed hold, yes, then our rock step, we don't have enough room in this connect arm over here to take our rock step all the way back. So what we'll often do on that rock step is turn into a V, a promenade position, and rock back and slightly across on a diagonal. And while that might pull us apart slightly, this arm can handle that much apart. Yeah? So that's gonna what we're gonna do on our rock step in order not to get too far away from each other. There's 2 ways to do this. One is to just keep the chasses and the rock step all in that V-shaped promenade position and not change it. And the other is some people like to do the rock step in the V-shape, but turn to face each other for the chasses. Turn to V for the rock and face each other for the chasses. With this left to right hand hold, some people prefer a lower hand hold. The same hold you do be in open position. Some people like to do it in a ballroomier hold. Either one is acceptable. Right, and that's your basic. Your basic can also turn to the right or to the left or not turn at all. So the basics are from the rock step to the rock step. The basic we showed you was without turn. Now I'm going to turn to the right On the first triple, I'm going around her a little bit, and on the second triple, she's coming around me a little bit. Rock, step. I go around her, she comes around me, and rock, step. If we feel like turning our basic to the left, we can do that too. I'm going to bring her around me for the first triple, and I'm going to go around her for the second triple. She comes around me, I go around her. And when one person is going around the other, if you're the person being gone around, you're the person on the inside of that turn, your triple step is going to be more of a compact chasse, which is really just in place with feet almost together. Triple step. So we don't have to move to the side all the time. It's nice and well to just keep it right in place. So if you notice as I'm going around to her, watch her. I'm going to do it from here. Watch her triple step. Triple step. So she's barely moving. Now watch my triple step. I'm barely moving and she comes around me, and then we both rock step. Turn it close. I go around her. She comes around me. Rock step. All right, now we're going to show you the underarm turn to right. So the underarm turn to right starts from rock step. We're going to turn to face each other and raise the hand, palm to palm, on the first triple step. And on the third step of that triple, I'm sending her out under arm. Second triple, the hand comes around her head, and we turn to face each other, and then finish with a straight back rock in open position away from each other. Lorraine is now going to show you the follows part.
So remember when I said that the triple steps, while most of the time we're going side to side, can also be done in a circle? Here is a perfect example of that. So we begin with our rock step, and I'm going to do my triple step to face my partner. The first two steps are going to be facing him, 1, 2, and then the third step I'm going to do approximately a quarter turn to my right. Yeah? Then from here, I've got 3 steps. I've got my little triple steps I can do in a circle, then I'm going to do 3/4 of a turn to face my partner. 1, 2, 3. The exact amount of turn per foot is not that terribly important. Just make sure that you complete the turn to face your partner by the time it's done. So one more time, I've got my rock step, triple step number 1, triple step number 2. And it's a half turn. I'm sorry, I just realized that he's going to cut me off. So let me amend that. Quarter turn on the first triple step, and only a half actually when going on, because he's actually going to make my life easier and meet me halfway.
Right, so how do you meet her halfway? Well, you start with your rock step, you leave the underarm turn, triple step, it starts to go around her head, and then on the second triple, you're going to go around behind her and turn a quarter turn to your left, triple step to face her, and then go into your back rock. The most important thing about that is that you don't run her over and give her a flat tire. Here's the first triple step right here, don't keep following her, go around the back. Triple step, bring that hand down to waist level again, for the rock step. All right, that's the underarm turn to right. Now we're going to do something a little different. We're going to change up the timing. So normally the timing is 2 triples, 1 rock step. And it's a 6 count basic. We have rock, step, 1 triple, 2 triples, and then the next rock step. Now we're going to change it to an 8 count basic. We're going to alternate 1 rock, 1 triple, 1 rock, 1 triple. So we're going to have rock steps now on both feet. So Lorraine and I will both do this. We'll demonstrate going back on the left foot. We're going to go rock, step, and then a triple to the left. Now rock back on the right foot and triple to the right. Rock back on the left foot, triple to the left, back on the right foot, triple to the right. The Lindy side passes, they call it Lindy because Lindy is a word they use to describe the 8 count timing. So Lindy side passes is really 8 count side passes. Side passes because we're going to be passing each other, sometimes also called sliding doors by some people. We're passing from one side to the other. Notice that we're moving in opposite directions. So now Lorena and I are going to do our rock steps and triple steps in opposite directions. I'm going back on the right, she's going back. I'm going back on the left, she's going back on the right. We're going to do a rock step. Now our triple step is going in opposite directions. Triple step. Now opposite foot. Rock step. We come back together. Triple step. Rock step. Triple step. And rock step. Triple step. All right, so you just finished the underarm turn to right, and right from that rock step, I'm going to give it a little extra pull. I'm going to take my left hand, instead of taking it towards my right shoulder as though I'm leading an underarm turn, I'm going to take it more towards my right hip, send it past me, and then catch your hand on the other side so she doesn't keep going. Rock, step, and take that hand, pull it down towards my left hip. Triple step, rock, step, triple step, rock, step. Notice that we are not doing this straight straight on, not staying in the same limit. We're actually turning, triple step. Each time we turn towards each other to do our rock step, that's going to make it more comfortable. Triple step, curving to face each other, rock step, triple step, rock step, and triple step, rock step. Those are really side passes.
Something to bear in mind that follows is that you need to keep your free hands accessible. So there's a moment here where I don't know where he is. I mean, I know where he is, but I can't see him, right? So as I do that triple step right here, he's in my blind spot. So in this theoretical universe, if I'm doing truly to follow, I don't really know what he wants me to do next, right? So if I kind of put my hands in my pockets, right, and go, well, now what, right? He has nothing with which to communicate what the next step is. So as I'm doing my pass, anytime I'm not necessarily sure where we're going next, I need to make sure that my hand is accessible to my partner so that he can lead me to the next thing. If I drop my hand, start picking my nose or whatever, he's left with nothing, yes? So hands out, in front. I'm not looking for him, right? I'm not trying to find him either. I'm not, where are you, right? No, that is not my job. They're just out, accessible for him to access. Yeah, so my hands down. There it is. And there it is, once again, from on the other side.
Yeah, and that basically gives you a formal arm style, because a lot of people ask what to do with that free hand. And for starters, simply just having it out to the side is good enough. When you do the rock step, you're actually turning towards your partner, so your body's sort of winding up. And when you do that, your free arm could also wrap a little bit. But aside from that, don't do too much of this. It doesn't need any kind of stuff going on. All you need to do is keep that hand at waist level and let it wrap a little bit as your body turns towards your partner. Wrap, step, triple step, wrap a little. Step, triple step, wrap, triple step, and so forth.
And don't confuse with it, don't. Right? That can look equally silly.
All right, that's Lindy side passes. Now we're going to go back to our 6 count timing for our underarm turn to the left. Instead of taking that hand down towards the waist and let it go, I'm going to take it up towards my shoulder, lifting my elbow. That's a really important thing. Lift the elbow, drop the hand, and then we're going to do a second chasse to the side to go back into closed position again. All right, so I'll let Lorena teach the ladies part first.
So the first part is almost as if I was going to do another lady side pass. Rock, step. I start turning to my left approximately a quarter as I do my triple step. The difference is that rather than feeling that he's tossing me that way, this hand is going to come and drop down over my head. So as that hand drops down, I'm going to finish turning to face him. Yeah, so it's maybe about half a turn. So I have my rock step, the first triple step turns a quarter to my left. As the hand drops, I'm going to turn over the ball of my right foot to face him, and then I will continue with my triple step. Yeah, so I want to make sure that that turn happens completely over that foot between the 2 triple steps.
Okay, so now we're going to do the follow-away walks and kicks. Follow-away walks and kicks. Follow-away is really a promenade position, which we already know from earlier on, and it's the same position but moving backwards, following away. Now, we're going to do 4 of those. 4 walks backward, and then we're going to do 4 point steps or kick steps. So point step, if we stand side by side, we're simply going to point a foot, and then bring it back together, step on it. Point, step, point, step, point, step, point, step. Easy enough. It could also be a kick step. You can kick it a little bit in the air. Kick, step, or for a little more of a Lindy style, you can flex your foot. All right, so putting this all together, we're going to do 4 walks backwards, starting with the outside foot. That's the one that's farther from your partner. It's the same one you normally rock on. And we're going to walk back with 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop right there. With the free foot, the foot you just left, that's leader's left, follower's right, and we're going to pick that foot up and point it in promenade, and then step on it. Now we're going to take the inside foot, the other one. We're going to point that one, and then when we step on it, we're going to turn to face each other. Now, 2 more points, point steps, but this time we're going to do something interesting when we bring us over to the camera for this. We're going to point forward facing our partner. Notice the first one was my left and her right, so because we're a little bit offset, her right is going to go between my feet. So that point step, she goes between my feet, and on the next one, I go between her feet, and step, and we'll finish with a rock step. All right, we're going to start the whole thing off with 2 triples. triple step, triple step. Now she's expecting a rock step, right? She's expecting to go back and then replace. So I'm going to tell her, nope, we're going back a lot. I'm going to really give a strong sense of direction to that backwards movement. Then we go point, step, point, step, point, step, point, step. And now we do that rock step that we didn't do before.
So for both of us, when we are pointing at the end there after the 4 walks, 1, 2, 3, 4, when you're pointing with your left foot, so first leads, right? It's forward to each other, but if you stay really square on that point, there's no room for the other person, right? So it's kind of on a diagonal, right? So on that first point, right, so we've got the prominent points down. Now, he's going to take his step just a little bit wide, and I'm going to go a little bit more straightforward. If I'm not really sure where to aim, well, I'm going to aim under his nose. There's no foot under his nose, yes? So we would hope. And then from here, same thing. When I do this, if I go straight forward, there's not really room, he might crack me right on the shin. So I'm going to open up and point a little bit more diagonally. And that will make sure that we don't, ram our shins into one another. That would be unpleasant at best.
All right, that's all the patterns for the East Coast swing. Now we're going to put this together into a combination. We're going to start, of course, with our basic step with a rock step. 1, 2, triple step, triple step. We're going to, from, let's say, 2 basics, and then we'll do the underarm turn to the right. Triple step, and rock step. I'm not going to do an underarm turn left. Instead, I'm going to go into those mini side passes from here. Triple step, rock step, triple step, and rock step, triple step, and rock step, and triple step. So it's twice passing each other on each side, twice to each side. Then I'm going to lift the hand to the underarm left. Triple step, rock step, and we're going to come back into dance position. Triple step, triple step. Instead of the rock step, we're walking back 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and kick, step, point, step, whatever you like. So step and rock, step, back to the basic, rock, step, 2 of them. Once again, I can do them in place, turn to the right or left, and then back to the underarm turn, and we'll repeat the whole routine from the beginning. This time with cats. Another angle, maybe?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, up 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, up 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, up 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, up 4, 5, 6. Then we have the basic 1, 2, 3, up 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we start from the inner. Music.
Ready? Go. All I do is dream of you, the whole night through. With the dawn, I still go on dreaming of you. You're every thought, you're everything, you're every song I ever sing. Summer, winter, I said no, in spring, and weather more than 24 hours in a day.